Hey people, so I was talking to a friend on the phone before, and we're talking about fear and ego, and I want to really explain our consciousness. What I do is I'm a spiritualist since I'm born, so I'm all about understanding. So when I can explain understanding and we can all understand it, then the world is happier and prettier, and we're not that separate. So everything I'm doing is for a selfish purpose, to maybe you will learn these truths, apply them to your living, and then that ish will ripple on everybody you know, and we have a safer world. So that's all I'm about. I want to feel good wherever I go. So here's the truth. Let's go fear and ego. All right, so pretend this happened to you. You were diagnosed with something horrible by a doctor. I have nothing against doctors. I think doctors are wonderful, and I think their wonderful purpose is to tell you where you are off balance, and then from that, you do things differently to change that. I think that is that. But also, my belief about doctors is they went to school not to make money. This isn't like, oh, I'm going to be a doctor and make money. I'm sure there's some like that, but I don't live in that shady space. My belief is a true doctor goes to school and learns this and studies years and years for their sole purpose to help heal people. That's their intention. They want to heal. But they are also trained, and in their consciousness, they know if they have appointments today, that those appointments are something's wrong. Why else would you go? So they're going to help you find something wrong. Not that they're excited, oh, I want to find something wrong with this person. It's just the way they vibrate. They're coming to me, patients are coming to me because there is something wrong. So right away, my headset is, okay, let's find what's wrong. Let's go in. So let's leave that there. Okay. So imagine there's something wrong. You go to a doctor because you're not sure of what is wrong, or you don't trust your own ability to know what is happening in your body. This isn't a judgment, honey. Don't get defensive. You go there because it's beyond your understanding at this point. So when the doctor says to you, this is the diagnosis, you can go two ways with that. You could say, thank you, I'm going to work on that and shift that. Or you could go, oh my God, I'm terrified, this is bad, I'm going down, please help me. So the doctor, of course, will help you, not out of greed and money. He will help you because you're not able to. Because God works through all hands, works through doctors' hands and cops' hands and my hands and your hands. So God's working all the time. So here's my truth, though. Here's where I'm going in. When you are afraid, and you have this fear-based energy, which is a vibration, because all we are is energy. All anything is an energy. So your vibration then is low. It's ground floor. So that's where fear is located. And that's where ego is located. So when that happens, the fear will take over, and then your brain, your thoughts, your focus is all on fear. Oh my God, this is terrible, da-da-da. Oh my God, I can't fix this. It's the worst thing I've ever heard. And now you're going to obsess on it 24/7. And of course, you're creating more disharmony in your body from your thoughts. Let me tell you a story that happened to me. A friend of mine, this gorgeous woman, was doing thermage, it's called. It's a non-invasive facelift, it's called. It's using like sonic laser light. And people, lasers are delicious. That's divine light energy. That's good stuff. So anything with light energy, run into that. Okay, so she said, oh, come, because I used to do sessions with her, readings and all. So she said, come, I'll do one for free. I said, awesome. I had a skin tag on my neck, and I said, oh, can you laser this off? She said, I can't, but he can. So here comes he. He is a dermatologist. And I could tell from the energy that this man is very attracted, if you will, to my friend who does these facials. He just wore this pompous kind of vibration. So he comes at me with a needle. I said, what are you doing? He said, oh, I have to numb it. I was like, oh my. Well, P.S. sidebar, please. If you have a skin tag, people, take apple cider vinegar, on a cotton ball, apply that on there, do that a little bit, it'll fall right off. All right, anywho, back to the story. So he took the skin tag off my neck, and then I had this mole on my chest, my upper chest, that I loved. It was my Marilyn Monroe mole. It was flat, it wasn't funky looking. I've had it since I'm a little girl. It's just one of my beautiful flaws, but I loved it. It's gorgeous. And he says, without even asking or discussing with me, I don't like how this looks. He cuts me. He cut me. He took it off. I was horrified, and then I got scared. And from my fear, I became obsessively insane. He said he has to send it out for it to be looked at. Hold, please. The sun's starting to hit me. He said he had to send it out for it to be looked at, and he'd get me the results. Now, my entire life belief system is now in question. It was such an upside down mental. It's like, oh my God, I'm not okay. I'm not God's baby and perfect in health, love, and wealth. I'm not that chick. It totally screwed up my entire belief system. So I was scared. I became very scared. And I'm waiting for the results. And da-da-da. So I had no form of sanity in my mind. I was pure in my ego and in fear. And then he calls me up. And, oh, you're very lucky. It looks like I got it all. But I want you to go see my friend, the oncologist. This is all crazy, honey. This is crazy. Which happens to be in the same little plaza that this man is in. So, me and my man, we go there, and I'm horrified. I was terrified. This had to be like, I'd say 10 years ago. So, we go, and while we're waiting in this horrible, scary room, there's this book of, skin cancers. And I'm looking at every blanket picture, and what I had didn't look like any of that at all. Nothing. So here comes this very large, unhealthy man, schmucky, very schmucky. And he said, oh, it looks like you got it all. But what I want to do is I want to cut an inch here and down there. Your left breast is going to be up a little higher. I'm like, you're out of your mind. We're out of here. So we go to leave, and he calls up the dermatologist and says, oh, she's not going to do anything about it. Oh, she'll be in Stony Brook in a year. What an idiot. So I went back to the truth. Because what they were doing, and I learned afterwards, which is unfortunately how we learn, that the dermatologist had some suits against him for doing exactly that, cutting people that didn't need to be cut. Because his profession means, I have to cut you. Now, this is a man not working in integrity. He's working as a peacock for show and for money and to be powerful. This is his game. So I went back to normal mentality. I let it go 10 years ago. It's never come back. And let me go one further. While I was in the throes of that panic and stress and fear, and on the computer every day looking up non-cancerous moles, because I'm certainly not going to look for cancerous ones. I'm not that insane. I had my left ear felt like it was on a plane. It was clogged. So I started tending to it. I'm a natural cure type of chick. So I would take olive oil, put it in a little glass and warm it, in a pot of warm water on the stove. And then I would pour that in my ear because oil and water don't mix. And if there's water in my ear, whatever. So I was doing that, and I was very conscious of doing this because my ear was clogged. While I'm doing my ear every single day, I noticed there's a mole by my temple. So now I'm freaked out because I don't feel safe because of what this man told me, this professional human being. Obsessing. Crazy obsessing. My best friend in the world, Liz, who lives in Hilton Head, South Kakalaki now, she came to New York. She works in a hospital, and I told her about the mole over the phone, and I was afraid to show it to her because had she said, oh, I don't like how that looks, I probably would have fainted right there on the ground. So here she is. She's here for a whole day. I don't even say anything. And trust me, I'm obsessing over it. After the first day, I'm like, all right, Stacey, handle it. I said, oh, Liz, remember that mole I told you about? Have a look. She looks at it. She takes a pointer finger and she touches it like, pish. She said, oh, that's nothing. With my hand on my mother's eyes in heaven, within 3 days, it fell off. I took my finger and I went like this, and I promise you, the whole thing fell off. What had happened? Was it a miracle? No. What it was is, here's my best friend who loves me and adores me and wishes nothing but happiness and health for me, telling me that it's perfectly nothing, and my faith and belief in my best friend's love of me resonated right there, and it fell off. So what I am saying to you is, when you can understand that everything that is wrong could be made right, and that your thoughts are creating a monster that don't belong there, understand. So imagine going to a doctor and letting him tell you you are of perfect health, you are going to live to 180, and you will believe that, and then you will manifest that. I don't do the hokey pokey, honey. I'm very grounded. I am telling you that our focus and our attention, when it is fear-based and ego-based, which is separate from God-based, then we are in trouble. So you want to connect and align with thoughts that feely, nothing more than feely, with thoughts that feel really good. Not because you're delusion land, not because you're walking around Disney World, because you know that you are attracting from this thought, from your mind, from your soul, everything that's happening. Excuse me, cough time. Thank you. So, being God's children and having any form of spiritual intelligence will tell you that you are living in a dream. This whole world's a dream, honey. Even sitting still, this world is moving. It is moving. The sun is moving, which is why I'm going to get off this video right now. I'm taking a video of Selena. It's my guardian angel. You've heard that. You want to move the way spirit and joy makes you move. It is not delusional to live well and think well. It's delusional not to. Find an understanding within your own understanding of why you're alive and why you're here, and what you come from, and what that essence is. And when you know that beauty and that divinity that is you, then you don't fear. But you're in a space of receiving. See, a lot of people that get ill, they get ill because they don't take time to take care of themselves. So now they're going outside to someone else, getting some information and maybe some affection and attention. And maybe now they'll rest and have to nurture them and take care of themselves. And maybe that's the purpose of that illness, to teach you to receive love from others. A lot of people know this information and may get irritated. You may be ill right now, not feeling well. You may be hearing me talk and get pissed off, like, shut up, I know that. Well, if you know it, then apply it. Knowing is nothing if you know only in your brain. You have to know it in your heart space and know it to be true. I work through excitement. I'm a daydreamer all day long and very grounded. I handle business. I bought my first house at 27. I'm way up there, but honey, I'm way grounded too. So I take care of business and everything that needs to be taken care of. But what needs to be taken care of first is me and my self-honoring and self-knowing. And then when I share the truth, which is not my truth, this is the truth. This is God truth. And you'll know it because it feels right in your body. If it doesn't feel right in your body, you better ask somebody. Okay, that is all. I wish you a very blessed day. Good thoughts. Think good thoughts. Enjoy. Love you. Bye now.